Okay, so this is the first drone I've ever bought. I saw a friend of mine playing with one and I thought it's really cool. So I bought it online. It's $20 in the US. I played with it and I found it quite tricky to get it set up. So this is a video for everybody who gets one of these and can't fly it immediately to help you in the right direction. So let's take it out of the box. This is a little USB cable that you can use to charge it on your laptop. A little plane, we'll get to that later. And here's what it looks like when it comes out the box. Cool, so the first thing you need to do is put on its little protector. I got a fright when I didn't see the protector. I thought that it didn't come with one. It does. It's just hidden away in the back here. It's kind of tucked away into the side. So there's your little protector for the blades. Cool. When you're putting it on, you'll see there's little clips here on the side, and those little clips fit perfectly into a hole that's right there. And you'll see the first time that you put these things on, the clips tend to go on the outside, but they need to go into that little hole. So bring it in like this, push it all the way to the back, and then find that little hole and then let it slip in. Okay, don't force it, it'll go. If you're forcing it, that little clip isn't in the right place. So make sure that it's on the hole and then push it in. And it goes in quite easily. There. And last one. Okay, see that one's not on the right place. See, not on the right, there it's in the right place. Good. Okay, so now our blade protector's on. Next thing to do is obviously you got to put your batteries in, which is a bit irritating. You need this like a star point screwdriver, and you need to open your remote control. Okay. Right, so that's where the batteries go in. Make sure they're the right way around. Okay, and then put this thing back on again. Tighten it down. Another thing that I got a fright with when the package arrived was that this controller doesn't go back into the middle. This is probably because I was the first time drone flyer, but it's normal. Don't be worried, it's not broken. That is supposed to be like that, and you'll see why when you start flying it. Okay, so what's going to help you immensely in getting this thing up and running is you need to know where the front of the drone is and how to hold your controller. So the front of the drone, if you look at the little logo that's on there, if you can read the X-Drone Quadcopter Mini, that means that way is forward. So if I push this control like that, the drone will go forward, back, backwards, right, and left. Okay, this is the one that you use for your drone to go up and down. Okay, we'll get to these little black things in a little while. They're also very important. Okay, first thing, now put your drone on. It'll be charged when it comes out the box. Once you put your batteries in, your wireless thing will also be ready to go. So you switch it on at the back here, and you'll see the little lights come on. That's another way of checking which way your drone is facing. The red lights mean forward and the blue lights mean backwards. So they're flashing there now. They're waiting for the wireless controller to pair with that little drone. So when the drone's on, then you switch. You make sure this button is not up or down. It must be in the middle. Okay. Then you switch it on. It'll go beep. There's another beep. Then you push up, down, and the drone is ready to fly. That up down mustn't be too fast and it mustn't be too quick. Okay, you wait for it to beep, and then you go up and it goes beep, and then down and then beep, and then it's ready to go. If it doesn't react to this, then it means you've either gone too quickly or too slowly. Just switch it off again at the back, switch it on. Okay, all right, so now once it's on and flying, now you just give it slight power, and what you want is you want your drone to come straight up. You don't want it to go up and then go to the forward, backwards, left, and right. And that's what these little buttons are for. These kind of calibrate and tweak your drone so that it will fly nice and straight up. So if we give a bit of power with the throttle, we see our drone is moving forward and a bit to the left. So we say, cool, we don't want you to go forward, we want you to go back. And you just push once and then you try it again. Still going forward. Let's give it another one. Okay, now it looks like it's just moving to the left, not so much forward anymore. So we're going to say go to the right. Okay. There you go. So now we've got it kind of calibrated. Now we can use the joystick to let it fly forwards, backwards, left and right. There you go. Alright, so in the beginning, when your drone's crashing a lot, you're going to get this kind of scenario where one of the blades come off. Okay? If you lose one of the blades, it's important to note that not all the blades have got the same, like they don't rotate in the same direction. Okay? So if you're looking at your quadcopter, the top left-hand one, so you've got it pointing forward with the red lights forward. Top left-hand one, when you blow on it, rotates clockwise. This one rotates anti-clockwise. That one rotates clockwise, or sorry, anti-clockwise. And this one should rotate clockwise. Okay, so it's clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Alright, so in your spares, you'll see that the little blades are not exactly the same. Okay, for that reason. One needs to go clockwise, one anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise. So if you lose a blade out somewhere in the wild or something like that, when you replace them, make sure that you're replacing the correct blade. Because if you put the wrong blade on the wrong place, the drone will just not take off. It'll just stay on the table. It took me about an hour to figure that out. So once you've got it calibrated and you've flown it around a little bit, it's time for some cool tricks. So what you can do is, if you get your drone hovering about this high, okay, and you push the right hand control button, you push it in, and then move to the left, right, up or down, the drone will do a little flip all by itself. So let's see.